What comes to mind when you think of the largest construction projects in the world? If you guessed airports, canals, and subways, you'd be on the right track. But some of the projects that make the list might surprise you, such as the Aizhai Suspension Bridge and CPEC. So in this video, we are going to tell you about the biggest mega projects world record. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Aizhai Suspension Bridge, China. The Aizhai Bridge is a suspension bridge on the G65 Baotou-Miaoming Expressway near Jishou, Hunan, China. The bridge was built as part of an expressway from southwest China's Chongqing municipality to Changsha. As the world's highest and longest tunnel-to-tunnel bridge, the Aizhai Suspension Bridge links two tunnels 1,176 meters apart, carrying traffic 330 meters above the foot of Dahang Canyon. Construction of the bridge started in October 2007, and its main sections were completed at the end of last year. The bridge was temporarily open to pedestrians during the 2012 Spring Festival and was formally open to traffic in March 2012. It is also the sixth highest bridge in the world and the world's 12th longest suspension bridge. The bridge contains 1,888 lights used to increase visibility at night. The bridge and the associated road construction reduced the travel time between Jishou and Cheidong from 4 hours to less than 1 hour and is expected to inject vigor into local tourism. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic, Forest City. Malaysia's controversial Forest City has been labeled as the second most useless megaproject in the world, behind the Yucca Mountain Nuclear Waste Repository in Nevada, United States. The listing was featured in a YouTube video by Top Luxury, a channel established in March 2020 specializing in the content on construction, megaprojects, and technology. Forest City was probably too ambitious to begin with, too futuristic to truly achieve, and is too politically challenged to succeed anytime soon. It highlighted that the project near Johor Bahru is being funded mainly by China, with wealthy Chinese investors unable to afford the soaring prices of apartments in their own country rushing to Forest City. By 2019, 80% of the property owners in Forest City were Chinese. Even the street signs were in Mandarin, and the few schools that opened in the area offered Mandarin courses, the video's narrator claimed. This influx of Chinese investors caused a public outcry, with opponents of the project calling it a new form of colonialism. It further alleged that Malaysians cannot afford to purchase properties in the smart city as the prices cater to the Chinese market. By the start of 2020, less than 500 people were actually living in the residential developments, which is not a lot considering that Forest City is designed for. During his second tenure as Prime Minister from May 2018 to February 2020, Dr. Mahathir had indeed vowed to prevent foreigners from purchasing properties at the Forest City project, but he had reportedly failed to state if the ban on the sale of the property to foreigners was already implemented. CPEC. Gwadar has multiple mega projects underway, out of which several mega projects under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, are expected to be completed in 2022 ends. Some of the mega projects to be finished this year include the Pakistan China Friendship Hospital, consisting of 300 beds. The 6-lane expressway was completed in April 2022. The third important project is the provision of water to Gwadar City from nearby dams to meet the future water demand of the city. For this purpose, the laying of pipelines from Swad Dam to Gwadar is already completed. The 67 kilometers long pipeline will provide 5 million gallons of water per day. The repair work of water pipelines inside Gwadar City is also expected to be completed this year. 90% of work on the Ankara Khor Dam is also completed, which will provide 2.7 million gallons of water per day. According to the 6th session of the Joint Working Group on Gwadar, co-chaired by Secretary Planning Development and Special Initiatives Abdul Aziz Ukeli and Ying Xiang, Director General of the National Development and Reforms Commission of China, the government of Pakistan is actively implementing various projects in close collaboration with the provincial government to ensure the provision of all the necessary facilities in Gwadar. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment with your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video.